Spread quarters.
Hey, Devin, happy Sunday night to you.
Hey, what's up, man? Happy Sunday. Happy Lord's Day to you. Happy everything to you. Everything happy.
Well, let's hope we have happy Combine week. You think the Saints are going to send some scouts without vision impairment to this thing or what?
Is it,
Hey, Devin, happy Sunday
you got to
night
turn
to
down
you.
the stream. You got to turn down the stream. But hey, is it Combine week?
It is. It starts I think, it starts tomorrow, Tuesday, with I think the running backs, and then you got like a quarterback day, which we know we ain't going to send anybody to the quarterback day because they redid our broken cause contract for the next couple of years.
That is news. That's news that I definitely wanted to talk about on HTM Live tonight. We definitely restructured the car, which essentially means in car terms, we put a new transmission in that motherfucker. With that, actually, you know what? That's not what it means. It means we refinanced.
But yeah, for at a higher rate for a longer period of time.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. That's exactly it.
And well, I thought I was kind of thinking that maybe the Saints need to ask the NFL if they can put their receivers in like the cotton candy uniform this year, since Carl likes to throw it to that guy so much. Maybe he'll throw it to the receivers if they look like that guy.
Good point. Maybe a throwback game and everybody dress up like the cotton candy guy. No, I'm with you, man. A lot for Derek Carr to prove this upcoming year. A lot of time for Derek to sit with his legs crossed and think about it. You know what I'm saying? If I was Derek Carr, I would be sitting somewhere in the trees right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no. Well, you know where he should have been, Devin? He should have been at Mardi Gras hanging out with Jameis Winston and the rest of the guys with the crowd to kind of get a vibe to show he's interested in the city and the team.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is weird, but I'm going to play devil's advocate for this and say you already know that Derek Carr ain't that type of dude, the way he's going to be at Mardi Gras.
Well, no, you're right, but we also know he ain't one to think about the next season or anything like that as well. But speaking of Mardi Gras, did you ever find out what happened to the float of you? Like, maybe you should try to see if you can get that float and put it on your front yard like the Shoney's had the big boy guy in front of their restaurant.
I think this is a great question, and I'm gonna answer it right away. I have no fucking clue what they doing with that float. Where's it at? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should know where the replica of me is at. You know what I'm saying? Like what warehouses. I have no fucking clue. And they were supposed to send me a print, but I'm waiting on that. I mean, I'm not spiteful or nothing like that. I'm just like, yo, send me a print. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ask.
Oh, no, but it's not to be spiteful, but it's just, I mean, it's cool to have, right?
Yeah, I want a print. I want it framed and I want to hang it up in my house. Like, that's all I really want out of the situation. And yeah, like, I don't even know where the float's at. I don't know where the replica of me's at, nothing like that. And I'm not famous nor wealthy enough to, be able to not think about that pretty often. I'm like, where is this fucking replica float of me at today?
Well, they use them more than 1 year, so they didn't make that thing just to ride it in one parade. So it's definitely around somewhere.
Donald McRonald in the chat said, as an honest Saints fan, I love Derek Carr. I think he might even be better than Drew. That is not an honest Saints fan.
No, 100% not true.
So
anyway, I'm gonna get off the chat and let somebody else call in, but I just wanted to quickly touch on those two things.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you calling in every week, man. Much love to you.
Have a good night.
Real quick, I want to get this out the way before we get into the calls. Obviously, the numbers, if you watch on YouTube, the numbers in the chat, it's on the screen. 504-265-0025. HTM Live is sponsored, presented by Rob's AC and Heating. You can check them out, robsad.com, or you can call them 504-348-7128. That's New Orleans and the surrounding areas. So wherever the fuck you at around New Orleans, whatever city, if you want to deal with some good people that support Hold the Mayo, that have been sponsoring Hold the Mayo, deal with Rob's, whether it's the air condition, your heater, which we don't need that much, but we have in the past couple months. Let's just be honest. We kicked it on electrical. Maybe you're trying to set up a nice patio. You have no fucking clue how to even screw a light bulb in, motherfucker. Or if you need a generator for this hurricane season, because you do need a generator, it's a good investment to make. RobZed.com. Spread quotas. Yo. Just call me back. I don't know what happened. Just call me back. This show's also presented by Ounce of Hope, which their main product, it's a classy one. It's a nice one, the Berry High THC Seltzer. You know, I'm sitting here taking calls, doing the show, you know, just relaxing. Why not? Berry High Seltzer. It's called Berry High. I like that. And they also have a bunch of other shit. They got gummies. They got caramels. They got vapes, pens, whatever you're looking for. OunceOfHope.com is where you can find that. They got a lot of different variety of shit. They even got dope merch. So check them out at Ounce of Hope. And definitely, for sure, check out the Berry High Seltzer, the THC Seltzer. You can scan the code right there. Just if you want to look into it, they'll send them motherfuckers right to your door. That's the key part in this. You ain't got to walk into a raw shop. You ain't got to go deal with some motherfucker that don't even, every time you ask him something, he don't know the answer. That's how I feel when I go into Best Buy. You know, I ask these motherfuckers about anything in Best Buy, and it's like, dude, they don't know an answer. And I don't know, you know, how many times you want me to keep coming to Best Buy and just not getting any answers? Let's get to the chat while we're waiting on some calls. Derek Carr might be as solid as Jim Everett. No, in my opinion, he's not even that. Chris Wagensbeck, ever toured the Blue Runner Bean Factory? No, because I've been sponsored by Camellia for over 2 years. So I would never do that. And Blue Runner's some Fugazi red beans. I mean, I'm sure I ain't got to tell you this. Fugazi, red beans. I would never tour their factory. Just to answer that question. I don't tour any factory. Let's just be honest. If you got a factory, I'm not touring it unless you're one of my sponsors. I don't just go around touring the Chiwi factory because they got Chiwis. I'm really not that dude. I'm not. LSU beat Kentucky and South Carolina. Yeah, dude, shout out LSU. Women's basketball and then obviously men's basketball as well, who've gotten some big wins since we last been on. So shout out to them. I can't get over the Honest Saints fan comment in the chat. I'm an Honest Saints fan. I know I don't smoke crack. Okay, yeah, you're not an Honest Saints fan. You're just trolling. Sprite quarters.
Dan, what up, man? It's your boy Dave, 318-31 Great.
Yo, what's up, babe? Shout out 318.
Man, look here. How we going? You could put Axe body spray on some dog shit, and it still smells like what? Dog shit.
That's a good point.
So we're supposed to be all excited about this new offensive side of the ball coming in. But it don't make a damn what shop you put your car in. If the mechanics ain't no good, if you ain't got no good car, the mechanic can't make it run correctly, right?
Correct.
So are we going to hold it against these guys now if this offense doesn't do any better than we just did, getting in the red zone 4 or 5 times against Atlanta and not being able to put it in the end zone? I mean, are we giving them anything to work with to be this excited? Are you excited? I'm not excited.
It hasn't been that long, so we got to just let time play out right as far as like the offseason goes because it hasn't been that long. Now, granted, the draft, I mean, I don't know how many picks the Saints have, but I feel like not enough. And then,
not enough.
Yeah, and then also you got to see what they do in free agency, but we know the cap situation with the Saints, which, by the way, since the last time we've been on HTM Live, you know Mickey Loomis, this motherfucker, you know.
Mr. Gum Chewer.
This motherfucker turned $100 million dead in the $40 million just overnight. I don't even know what's going on, right? But you know that's starting to happen. He's starting to do it. A bunch of guys are starting. Derek Carr's restructuring. Eric McCoy, you know, a few Nathan Shepard, a few other guys restructuring. But this is what Mickey has always done. It shouldn't be a surprise. So let's see what they can do in free agency. I agree. They got to add some play. We can't just go back in with the same squad. You know, we can't.
At all.
We
I
can't.
mean, we're old. Devin, we are old defensively. We are fucking old.
Yeah. No, I agree. So that's that.
Don't disagree. Look, we got some dogs on that side. DeMario is probably the second best free agent signing in the history of this franchise behind Drew Brees. And I mean, your safety, May's old, Honey Badger, God love him for what he represents in the state. He's old. I mean,
but Honey Badger played good last year. You got to give it to him. I mean, he did.
Oh, he played his ass off, but he's a year older next year.
I know, but I'm cool with him being on the roster. That's the main thing. Like, because he did.
Oh, yeah.
He's a presence, and he played good.
But you got to run it back. Hey, before I get out of here, how excited are you about the NCAA 25?
I'm super excited. I can't wait to run my dynasty with Tulane, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I love it because it's hard at first, bro. It's hard to recruit a 5-star to come to Tulane, but all it takes is one motherfucker. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm going to get him right away within the first couple seasons. I'm going to turn the whole fucking program around. We're going straight to the championship. That's what I feel.
I do the same thing. You think it's hard with Tulane. Try to do it with UL Monroe. Bro,
I know.
You got to go on that sucker and grind for 4 years before you even sign a 3-star.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I know, right? So what is your strategy with something like that? Like, because you have to get a 5-star or you wasting your time. You have to.
I'm trying to, I try to make it as realistic as possible. I mean, I go out and offensively with the lack of talent when you're playing like a SEC school, try to limit their possessions. You try to run something like a zone read that eats up every single second of that clock. And I pulled it off before. I mean, hell, I've taken Vanderbilt to shit back to back to back at one point in time. But, you know, and it's a grind. I mean, that's why we like it so much because it is. And I mean, you can make the conferences. I mean, you remember all that from 13. I mean, I still got my PS3 hanging around just because that's the only game I still have on it. But I hadn't picked it up and dusted it off in a while.
So last question before I let you go. Would you say that it's the recruiting that matters the most? Or would you say that, hey, just win some games and get into the picture because then the recruits will come, right?
No, you got to recruit them. You got to spend that money and try to get. You can't sign the whole class. I mean, you can't, especially until you get to rolling. I mean, I used to pick out like 10 dudes that I would just go hard after, and then, you know, and then you're gonna have some transfer out. You're gonna have someone to transfer in. I don't know how they're gonna put that in the gameplay, but
they said they put NIL and shit in there too.
Oh God, well, we ain't got no money up here, so you know how that shit goes. Yeah. But anyway, hey man, I appreciate you. Everything you do. I follow you on all social platforms. I try to support you any way I can. Hopefully, be coming down for all for the calls. Hopefully, we can hook up, man.
Shout out, man. Appreciate all the support, and yeah, I'll definitely be over there for sure. So hit me up.
All right, man. I got you.
I know he's about to say who that. My bad. Who that? That was crazy. That man running dynasties with UL Monroe. That is not easy. I'm looking at the Pels game right now. Sunday night around 8:13 p.m. Central. Pels in the fourth quarter. 29 seconds left. And it's been a tough game for them. They missing some players, but they playing the Bulls and they losing 111-106. Looks like it would take a miracle for the Pelicans to pull off this one. This will be 2 losses in a row after the Pels were on a 4-game winning streak, maybe 5. I think it was 4. So the Pels will be 10 games over 500. It's still pretty nice for the Pels, but we starting to like have dudes sitting out after the All-Star break for whatever the reason is. I'm not knocking nobody. I mean, if you got to sit out, whatever, dude. If anybody's at peace with this, it's New Orleans sports fans because it's been shoved down our fucking throats for I don't even know how long. With guys sitting out, we just have to accept it now. So that's where I'm at on it. I just accept it peacefully. But I always keep in mind that the reason why this team will probably be losing games is because they are without players. Because you figure you probably lose this game by 4 or 5 points, 6 points. You'd have to say that spread quarters.
Yo.
What's good?
What's up, Jake?
Yo, what's happening?
Hold the fucking Mayo, you dig?
Yo, what's good? What you got?
We cooler, bro. Hold the fucking Mayo. You dig?
Hold, I'm decent. Yeah, I'm chilled out. What's happening?
Shit, I'm cooling, bro. I like what you're doing, bro. I like the movement.
Thank you, bro. We're just trying to keep moving and not go backwards.
Yeah, y'all gotta go hit Rockies, man. Rockies and Carlos.
Bro, you know I can hear where you from, and you know I've been to Rockies and Carlos. You know.
Oh
that.
yeah, I already know that. I already know.
I was
Jay.
born in that motherfucker. I think they picked me up off the baked macaroni. I think I was a little baby.
Yeah, on top.
You know what I'm saying? They're not open on Mondays though. So if it's talking like my segment and shit, I can't ever go there because they're not open on Mondays.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck with John Froze?
Love him. Love John Froze.
Yeah, John Froze got to get the hot sausage. You dig? Hold the fucking Mayo.
Yeah, no, I love John.
Hold the fucking Mayo with the box root there. You dig?
Yeah, no, the John Froze got the line out the door and shit for a reason, you know. And I got kicked out of prom sucker, so you know I got a lot of history right there.
Oh yeah, you lit.
Yeah, that was my last attempt at a private school.
Yeah, shout out Raleigh Alternative. You hear me?
Shout out Raleigh. Bro.
Yeah, Raleigh Alternative School.
Yeah, no. Come on, man. I gotta go, bro. All right, bro.
All right, G.
Hey, take care of yourself later. Jesus. Hey, John Froze though. I don't know if you care about anything my G just said, but John Froze is really heat. John Froze is super heat. All right, Liam, that Manziel interview on Shay Shay had a lot of Cliff Kingsbury getting flowers on development players. Yeah, no doubt. Was high on Cliff Kingsbury possibly being a Saints coach. It just never worked out. I feel like he wanted to go where he wanted to go. Where did he ever go? I don't even remember. Somebody picked him up. Who got Kingsbury? I know he was with USC, and now he went where? You think Marshawn coming back, or is he getting traded? I think to answer that, I think if anybody has a chance of getting traded, I think it would be Marshawn Lattimore. But I hope that don't happen. But I think if anybody has a chance, I think it would be him. Just my opinion on that. Real quick, this show is also on Spotify, Apple. If you ever want to listen to it in the vehicle or whatever, it's on both of those. If you're listening on Apple and Spotify, this show's on YouTube, obviously. I'm sure you can tell because I'm in the chat and shit like that. All those links are in the description. Social media, Hold the Mayo. Follow me on anything. You just search up Hold the Mayo or check out the links in the description. The Rams? He went to the Rams? Kingsbury? Damn. If that is true, that is going to be lethal. Shout out Keith Seafood right by the house. Yeah, shout out Keith Seafood. That's where I got crawfish. So I don't know if we've discussed this since the last time I was. No, I don't think we have. I did obtain crawfish, and I got them for $6.49 a pound boiled at Keith's. And prices have went down since that. That was last week. Prices have went down since that. Prices are going down on crawfish. I'm here to announce it on the podcast. Crawfish prices going down. You could see it. It's happening. Everybody was freaking out. But you could just walk outside like around 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and you could just tell by the weather that crawfish are coming back. You could feel it. You know, it was just too cold and whatever. And, you know, we good. I think we're going to be good. Oh, okay. Kingsbury went to the Commanders. So somebody's just talking. All right. Well, they need him. They need him. That's for sure. But if he would have went to the Rams, that would have been crazy. And that also wouldn't have made sense because McVay calls the plays. So I don't even know why I bought into that dumbass shit in the chat. How about them 7-1 Tigers? No doubt. I'm trying to keep up with all the sports right now. But I have been. I haven't been able to sit there and watch everything. But yeah, no, dude. LSU baseball, which always has a chance. You know, almost expected to be in that number every year, LSU baseball. LSU basketball, they've just been playing good as of late, but they've still had a fucked up season. Anyway, these are some things that I've observed since the last time that we've been on live. Some things that are happening. Also, I know it's a little late, but anybody that calls, let me know what is your favorite thing to drink. It don't have to be alcoholic. Whatever you're thinking as far as beverage wise, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite fucking drink? If you want to call me and let me know before you get into whatever you want to talk about. We're talking about the Pelicans. We're talking about the Pels fight that happened against the Heat. So Jose Alvarado is one of the players not playing tonight for the Pels, which, by the way, that game's final, Bulls won 114-106 over the Pels. The Pels are 34-24. But Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall both suspended, I think, for 3 games. And, yeah, dude, just, Jose Alvarado, little Jose, against what looked like a 7-foot motherfucker, just started scrapping. Brooklyn dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it ain't the first time he swang on a 7-foot dude. But anyway, so the Pels are putting themselves in a little risky position because you got a couple injuries and you got dudes out with suspension. Not saying that Najee Marshall and Jose are superstars, but they in the mix. Like when the Pels are winning a bunch of games, like Jose's playing good, Najee Marshall's usually playing good. So that sucks when you really think about it. Spread quarters.
Yo, hey man, you was talking about that college football game, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I put it in the chat earlier. I hope it's not pay to play type because man, somebody spent $3,200 on that 2K game the other day to try to get that Shaquille O'Neal card. Would you spend $3,200?
Brother,
on a video game?
Brother, I know on my one hand, my one left hand, the things that I've spent $3,200 on. And then I'm going to tell you, trust me, when I spend $3,200, I'm hurting. And what I mean by that is I just hate spending that much money. I hate it. So I remember and it was never 2K. Don't get me wrong. When I buy 2K, I'll do the initial, spend $100 to just be able to get, in the park and have a decent player. But that's it. I never go over that.
Yeah, I just hope that college game is not going to be like that, to get the good players or maybe get something like a Joe Burrow or a player like that.
I don't think it will because EA Sports does a good job. They don't do a good job on a lot, but they do a good job of not making the game the way you really have to pay to play. Now, don't get me wrong. They make a lot of money on Ultimate Team and all that shit, but that's optional. You don't have to play Ultimate. I haven't played Ultimate Team in almost 5 years. I ain't buying packs of not even real cards. It ain't even real cards. You want to make it real? When you buy these people on Ultimate Team, they should send you the card in the mail. That would make people feel better. Just send us a card in the mail, too.
Yeah, you're right. So is the college game going to be like the Madden or the format, or is it going to be like the old college game? What you hear?
I think that a lot. Hey, follow this dude on YouTube. I'm dead ass serious. His name is Eric Rayweather. He's from, I believe, Kenner or somewhere in Jefferson Parish, and he is the main dude for Madden, college football, and he gets all the intel, and then he'll go on his YouTube and break it down for everybody what he's hearing from EA or people who are involved. And he's saying that. What did he say? He said that they probably are going to pull a lot of things from Madden, but also at the same time, I mean, it's a whole different thing. The stadiums in general, you don't play in stadiums like that on Madden. College stadiums are just different, dude. It's the crowd. I think is one of the biggest things they got to get right because it should be hard to go play at LSU. It should be hard to go play at Florida. When you play in a game.
Yeah, you think they'll play next?
Who?
The LSU, the band in the game. Think they'll play next?
I don't know if they even have bands in the game. I'd have to keep looking into it. I don't even know if they do. I'm sure they do. Hope they do. But they making it kind of seem. They making it kind of seem like this is the first year of it back. Give us some time, even though we gave you 10 years. Give us some time to implement all this stuff. That's what the vibe kind of is to me.
I got you. Well, I'm gonna check that guy out on YouTube and see what he's got to say about it.
Oh, you're gonna love his station, dude. He literally breaks down anything to do with those games that we just talked about.
Yeah, you're right. All right, brother. Who that? I'll at you.
All right, who that? So anyway, that's where we at on the Pelicans. That's where we at on the college football game. They announced all the teams. It's all the FBS, the major teams, not the second division, So I don't know if they're gonna do that later or not. But anyway, that's where we have with Tulane's in it. Everybody made the announcement on social media. That was pretty much in it. All the announcers, Herb Street, fucking Nestler, I think 2 other dudes too. So Desmond Howard and forgetting one.
Where we at on the Pelicans. That's where we at on the college football.
You gotta turn down the stream. You gotta turn down the stream. What's happening?
Oh, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, doing well. We just want to tell you how you have such a wonderful podcast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we love listening to you, and you're so handsome. So that's all we want to say, and we love Saints, of course.
I appreciate it. And you said the West Bank?
No, we're in the Baton Rouge. We're in the Baton Rouge area.
Oh, I got you. Well, look, thank you for the you're the first person today to tell me that. So thank you so much.
You are. You're so cool, and you just go with it. My son and I listen to you. We love it.
That's all you can do, And
yeah, you cool. I tell you, and you're so handsome.
Thank you so much. I hope something really good happens to you tomorrow. Seriously.
Oh, well, I'm not looking for anything good. When a compliment is, when someone deserves a compliment, I love giving them. So.
Well, compliment taken and appreciated. Seriously. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Keep it up. We love your show.
All right. Take care of yourself. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. UFC Mexico City. UFC this past weekend. And I don't think we've had a show since Volk got knocked out by Taporia, which I said on this show. Somebody asked me, Devin, what do you think's going to happen in the Volk fight? Dude, I love Volk. Knew it was going to happen. It's just he's been too active. He's got to chill out. Just hang back for a little bit, dude. Or maybe, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I'll be thinking about Khabib and what he did as far as retiring and shit. It's almost like he knew. He kind of knew. Before any of us could even suspect it, he knew. And, do you want to be a great? Because Volk's done a lot of great things to where I don't know what else Volk has to prove. And I'm not saying he'll ever go out like Tony Ferguson's going out, but you definitely hate to see him like lose again by knockout. So just something to consider there. Let's get to the chat a little bit. Shout out to the parish. Thanks for the call. Much love. Yeah, man. It's every day. It's shout out to the parish, no doubt. It's EA, so you can rest assured they'll do the bare minimum. True. And they've proven that over and over and over again. And then they try to save themselves and like put stuff in to the game while it's out. Like the UFC game, which is arguably the worst game ever released. The UFC 5 game, arguably the worst game ever released. Now they like adding fighters, like trying to save it. Just trying to save it. You could just tell. If my stream froze, what I was saying about Volk was, yeah, I feel bad, and he's a great, and he's already proven a lot of great things. He's already defended the belt a bunch. He's done a lot. So you just hate to see a dude just keep getting knocked out. Like, you don't want to see him get knocked out again, or we really gonna know what's up. You see what I'm saying? And he went down back to his division and got knocked out. This is the division he's ran forever. But that's my point. He's ran it forever, dude. Sometimes it's just time. And Volk's going to have a career after UFC. He's definitely He's going to be commentating or doing something. Like, that's just my opinion. John Jones looked like he ate John Jones. Yeah, John Jones is big now. He's a heavyweight, but he don't fight, so it don't matter. He's not even a heavyweight. He's no weight because he don't fight. I've never seen a guy not fight as much as John Jones don't fight. Spread quarters.
Say what's up, man.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, I like you was just giving you a place to try out to eat.
Yeah, what you got?
You should try out the place called Bayou Hot Wings. Really good. It's some of the best wings I've ever had.
Oh, Bayou Hot Wings?
Yeah.
Brother, I mean I live in New Orleans, so I eat everything out here. I'm not, oh yeah, I've been doing Bayou Hot Wings. Talking about by me, I don't know if there's another one. Is there another? Are you talking about the same one?
No, I think we're talking the same. I've only been to one. So
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I've just never seen a video of you try. I was like,
Oh
I'll see if,
no,
like,
yeah, no, because that's something I just eat. Like as a human, like I eat wings, right? So like I've eaten wings.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing I'll say real quick. I feel like, and I know you can understand what I'm saying, bro. I've been living down here my whole life, so I've eaten a lot of this shit before, right? I'm 31, so I've eaten a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes like people like if they don't see me eat something on the internet, they think I've never eaten that, and that's
no, that's true. It's true how I was thinking it.
you see what I'm saying? Like Bayou Hot Wings.
No, yeah.
Bayou Hot Wings is fire wings. Like if you live in New Orleans, you know Bayou Hot Wings is fire.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you're right. I mean, I used to Uber Eats them all the time. They don't pop up no more. I don't know what's going on.
No, I'm not on that anymore.
But yeah, no.
That thing was like weed ads too.
I like weed ads. A lot of people got like criticism on weed ads. I've never had nothing bad from weed ads ever.
No, I love weed ads.
No, I like weed ads for sure.
Yeah, I love I have a bunch of like weed ads cups. I love using them.
See, like this comment here, I know he's trolling me like all day, all night. Manchu, Canal in South Cleveland. Like, bro, what you think I ain't been to Manchu? I don't know, man. I try to be as real as I can with y'all, like as like me as possible. So like when some people say some things, I'm like, I don't know, bro. You think I ain't been there?
No, that's true. That's true. No, yeah. I didn't really think about that, you know.
Nobody does.
Like, I got because I had it, and I was like, I gotta tell them about this.
Yeah, no, they fire. All right, brother. Well, take care of yourself.
You too.
All right, dude. Later. Yeah, I mean, it would have to be maybe I've just eaten a lot of food because I worked in the car business too, so we ate a lot. When I worked in the car business. No, I'm not a ranch dipper, Amy. I don't like dipping my shit in ranch. I'm a real traditionalist, and I eat wings, whatever flavor is on the wing. I don't add flavors to my wings. You know, and don't even get me started on people dipping their pizzas in ranch because I don't understand that. I'm that much of a traditional dude. I don't like. Do you think when they were making the original pizza in wherever in Italy or whatever, do you think that they were do you think that they had a fucking thing of ranch nearby? No. Y'all making shit up. That's what we. But that's hold the mayo. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm derived from because they be putting mayo on things that I would never even expect mayo to be on. Ranch. People dip anything in ranch. People dip a granola bar in ranch. And I'm supposed to just be all right with it. I'm like, dude, I don't even. Have I ever had Domino's boneless wings? Y'all are wild, dude. I love it. Jay's Creole had that. Yeah, Jones got lazy. Jones don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Aspinall. That's my problem with John Jones. He don't want to fight Aspinall because he know Aspinall is a dog. He's a problem. I just did a podcast with Neuty The Nutria. That was a few days ago, so that'll be dropping this week on YouTube. It's the RYB podcast that's on YouTube, but it's also on Apple and Spotify. RYB podcast and Neuty The Nutria is the 9th guest, and then the 10th guest we filming that this week. That's gonna be Antonio Daniels, who is the commentator for the New Orleans Pelicans, and that's probably one of the episodes, if not the one that we've been looking forward to the most, is getting with Antonio. It's going to be so fucking awesome. It's going to be so much fun. Dude is hilarious. Obviously, if you watch any Pelicans games and you hear him commentate, I mean, the analogies are like his bag for analogies and references and just what he says during the Pelicans game. Dude, it's endless. It's an endless bag. We super excited. I look so blazed with Neuty. Yeah, I was. I'm always pretty much blazed, but I guess some pitches I look more than, but I've always looked like that. Even sometimes when I'm not blazed, I look like that. But no, I was definitely blazed when the Nutria came to my house. Who wouldn't get high for that? You got a Nutria, a pet Nutria come to your house, you're going to get stoned. Yeah, the Larry Nance interview was RYB. That was RYB 3. RYB 3, episode 3. And that was a lot of fun. Thoughts on the Saints tanking, rebuilding for a year or two? Me, I'm such a passionate Saints fan that I'll never be good with any rebuild. Even though maybe they were, no, they weren't. They were just getting the shit kicked out of them in the 90s. So that wasn't even in a rebuild. That was just, we were just getting the shit kicked out of us. I'd rather that than, I don't like tanking or none of that shit. I don't like any of that shit. I want a chance to win every Sunday or Monday, whatever, Thursday. Jesse Michael, I started going to H&W again, talk about Blaze. Man, I hope they got it together because that place was a fucking mess. Chuck Liddell just fell off a boat. Did he? Chuck Liddell just fell? I mean, he's the Iceman. He can fall off a boat. Damn, he did. And look, I'm looking at the video right now. This is the most Chuck Liddell looking stance I've ever seen. So you know it's him right away. There he is. Oh, yeah, that was an old man fall. Yeah, that was an old man fall right there. Somebody jumped in to get him? How old's Chuck Liddell now? Chuck is 54. But he's really 64. Because when you when you're fighting the fights that guy fucking fought in, you're 64, not 54. You're 64. And yeah, Amy, I did see the Cam Newton thing. That's one of the things I had on there. Cam Newton fought a whole fucking flag football team today. I don't even know what's going on. They said it on Twitter. They were like, Cam Newton fights with TPC. Who the hell is TPC or TFC or I don't even know. They wanted me to just know who these people were. I don't know who these. So I'm calling it a flag football team. Looks like, yeah, they calling them. I don't even know. But he fought like 4 dudes. And I got to be honest with you, bro. Cam Newton should strongly consider entering the WWE. If not, maybe buying in the MMA. You want to talk about a new life, new career, dude? Because this is a big boy. And we knew that already, but, he handled his own on 4 dudes. And here comes and one guy went and came in a sneak. I mean, there's 5 dudes. 5 dudes. Cam Newton. I don't know why you'd want to fight that guy. Tanking is better than kicking Cap down the road. But Mickey's been doing kicking Cap down the road forever, so we know that we can. We've been in the playoffs a few times since Mickey's been kicking Cap down the road. So it's not like that. Derek Carr's Derek Carr's got to play like a star. Just what it's gonna come down to, dude. He's going to have to play really good. Everybody's going to have to be saying nice things about Derek Carr after the first 4 weeks of this next season. If not, we fucked. If not everybody is saying nice things about Derek Carr because he's played so fucking good the first 4 games, we are fucked. Because what that means is we're going to have another inconsistent Derek Carr sees. I know somebody said in the chat, the Pelicans are a bipolar franchise. They'll win a bunch of games and then lose. Okay, Derek Carr is a bipolar NFL player from the standpoint of his consistency. It's super bipolar. It's mega bipolar. You never know. You really don't know. Hey, guys, we dodged an asteroid the size of 16 washing machines by 140,000 miles. Just want to throw that in. I want to make sure everybody knew that we dodged that. And I don't know exactly how many microwaves that is, or, you know, how many blenders, or, you know, how many Post-it notes that is, but we dodged it. And do you ever just stop and I know this is a show that we mostly talking about Louisiana sports, whatever. You ever just stop and think about how many asteroids have we dodged? You know, how many were fucking right there? Because what is the plan? I mean, we got a plan for a lot of shit. You know, we even got some plans for hurricanes and pretty much most natural disasters and, you know, plan for this, that, and the other. Do we have a plan for if a massive 16 washing machine size meteor hits the earth? Like, what's the plan for that, dude? So, just something to think about. I click on and all I hear is Cam Newton took on 5 dudes. Yeah, if that's how you came in, I definitely understand. I definitely get it, for sure. Hey, this show's also presented by Blue Plate Mayo. I got my Blue Plate Mayo shirt on right now, dressed like a champion. You know, I don't even eat mayo, but I love Blue Plate. Let me tell you why. Local branding, support local, don't buy tourist mayo. Don't let tourist mayo over succeed Blue Plate Mayo. Our whole lives, we've lived around, even when I used to eat mayo, it was Blue Plate. It was never Duke's. Oh, they weren't even around. Don't support tourist mayo. Come on, man. We gotta hang on to these small things, bro. You know, that's like instead of eating a Hubie's pie, you went and ate some motherfucker that got their shit in Walmart pie. You know what I'm saying. Bro, we fucked. Derek Carr is trash. I promise we have no chance with this guy, King Dern. Look, bro, nothing's changed for me. It's, what is it, February 25th? Nothing's changed for me. I think the guy's fucking mids. Why did I stop eating, man? I had a bad experience with it, dude. First grade. Elementary school. 1999. It's the last time I really ate mayo. I mean, don't get me wrong, they might have slipped it in on me a few times. You know what I'm saying? I eat potato salad, but it's got to be a mustard based. But, you know, they even slide it in there sometimes. And you know how mayo is, man. It don't ever leave. Mayo's always at your door. Always, even when you're in your car, mayo. It's always somewhere around. You know, you got the finger sandwiches, you got to deal with it. So there's certain things I do eat it. What should the Saints draft? I want Brock Bowers. That's just me, but I don't know if he's probably not going to fall. But, you know, if you're asking me like, hey, Devin, what do you want for Christmas? Okay, Devin, what do you want for the draft? I want Brock Bowers. That's the first name that I always got a guy that I just can't, like, stop talking about in the draft that I want the Saints to get. Every year is at least one guy that I want the Saints to get. I've been wrong a bunch. I mean, I wanted Reuben Foster really bad. Y'all remember the Reuben Foster situation with the Saints? When, like, the Saints called him and I think he hung up. Or some shit like that. I think it's the same year we wound up getting Ramczyk. But anyway, you know, I've been wrong a bunch of times, but I've also, you know, I wanted Mahomes. I would rather get hit by an asteroid than watch Derek Carr play for the Saints. Well, guys, Yeah, hey, Jackson Clausen, am I watching college basketball? I actually am. I just started watching it because I usually like wait till around now to start really like seeing what's going on so I could be ready for March Madness. And I've been watching it. I ain't been winning that much because I've been betting on it too, but I ain't been winning that much. But TJ Tampa at corner. Saints should draft TJ Tampa at corner. I'm about to look into all that. I can't. Somebody called in the beginning of the show and said that the combines this week. Fucking love the combine. Can't wait. Maybe get an actual. All right, I know everybody hates Derek Carr. I know, but guys, it's February 25th. Like, let's save. I'm not saying. I mean, state your opinion, but maybe we should save like the majority of the dislike for when he's actually playing. Because I can't just like constantly say I don't fuck with this dude for weeks and weeks and weeks. I mean, we have to go how many weeks into the season starts talking about how much we dislike Derek Carr. And all that dude's doing is sitting on the couch watching fucking Minions. He ain't even doing nothing. He's just hanging out. Yeah, that was all the news. I think my last tidbit. And then of course the Pelicans lost tonight. That's 2 in a row. I know we talked about it earlier, but if anybody's just joined, the Pelicans did lose again tonight. Dudes are out. Dudes are suspended. You name it. So we'll see. Weekend winner, Nebraska football Cats dunking during Nebraska. What else did I see today? Oh, yeah, they had the Elimination Chamber for the WWE. I didn't even get to watch it because I was doing the interview with Neuty, I think, at the time. But I did see Rey Mysterio at UFC Mexico City. The crossover with the WWE and UFC, it's all over the place right now. I saw Michael Chandler, UFC fighter at WWE, doing a promo calling out McGregor. What they going to do, fight at WrestleMania? I'm here for it. Sounds weird, but I'm here for it. I'd love to see that shit at WrestleMania. Hope they do it. Have I ever been to Kentucky? No, I haven't. I know that. I'd remember that. No, I never been to Kentucky. I've been a few places. I've been to California, not Los Angeles. I've been to San Diego and San Francisco, La Jolla. This is all on the same trip. I always say it. I've been to Canada. I've been to Banff. I was young though. I was only like 13, so I couldn't really like. You bring me now to Banff, bro. I might catch the Holy Ghost. But back then I couldn't appreciate it. Where else I've been? Chicago. One time. I've been to everywhere in the South pretty much. You know, I've been to Texas. Obviously Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, all over. Never been to Miami. I just really haven't been nowhere up north other than Canada and Chicago. Like that's the two most north. Oh, and Minnesota. I went to Minnesota in 2017 to see the Saints open up against the Vikings. We got the shit kicked out of us. Sam Bradford looked like fucking Joe Montana out there. This was Kamara's rookie year. We had Adrian Peterson. That was the big deal at the time. Anyway, but that's it. You know, I haven't been anywhere. Been to Colorado. Been to Breckenridge. And that's it. Been to Georgia and shit. Like I said, I've been most of the places in the South. What's the story with Mayo? Used to eat it, but no, I'm sorry if late. Oh, no, the story is I just had a bad experience with it. I thought like a cup of vanilla pudding was Mayo when I was a kid in first grade. And it's just a big, long story. Like, I was sitting across the girl I had a crush on. You know, I wound up throwing up and stuff. It's just like, you know, I just got conned by Mayo. And at that point, I also realized I just don't like this shit. And when you take a gulp of Mayo like that, trust me, bro, you ain't gonna be back for a while. So, I just don't fuck with it, really. What's your B address. I don't even know what that means. Bitcoin? That's what would be my guess. Bitcoin? Dude, I ain't got Bitcoin. You know that. You can look and listen to me and tell that I ain't got Bitcoin. You know that. Come on, bro. If that's what you're talking about. I don't know what other BTC address you'd be talking about. All right. Well, if we ain't got no more calls, man, shut it down. Like I said, I'm releasing a podcast with Neuty The Nutria this week on YouTube. It's under RYB Podcasts on this channel. I got 8 episodes already out. You know, really nice productions, bunch of cameras and shit. There's a lot of editing, but I love how it comes out. I think it's a beautiful production, and I'm continuously going to keep getting guests. So I got that coming out this week. That'll probably be Wednesday or Thursday. All being all day 198 is tomorrow. And then there's going to be 300. Then there's going to be 400. So are we going to see you at the Zurich this year or Hogs? Both. I go to both every year. Zurich and Hogs, both. Man, I believe in Kubiak. If run game improves just somewhat. Yeah, we just didn't know how to run the ball and that was not on, in my opinion, that wasn't on Kamara or Jamal. I think that we just didn't take it serious. Did your phone go out the other day? Yeah, it did. I have AT&T, so it did. And it was nice because it's nice to not have nothing coming through it. What's your favorite drink? No one. Yeah, nobody commented, but only promoted it once. But what's my favorite drink? Shit. Non-alcoholic, my favorite drink is probably it's gonna be tea. I call it so sweet tea, Milo's sweet tea, or just homemade sweet tea, or frozen coffee. I fucking love frozen coffee. I mean, alcohol, we know what's up. I fucking love Purple Haze and Barracuda. That's the 2 beers I drank. Yeah, do me a favor. Hit the like button before we get out of here. Hit the like button on the stream. I have to drop the chat down. Just hit the like button. We still doing this show every single Sunday. So don't matter what's going on, other than Mardi Gras, we'll be here every Sunday. Spread quarters. Yo. Nothing like opening a fresh jar of Blue Plate, sticking a straw and sucking it. Oh my God. Oh, Bitcoin? No, I don't have Bitcoin, Cameron. Yeah, I don't have that, dude. Like when I save money, I'll just go put it in like a suit pocket or something. I don't have Bitcoin, dude. Don't get me wrong. If there's any one I would invest in, it would probably be like Bitcoin or yeah, I mean I've seen people come up on that shit for sure. I'm not even knocking it. I'm not like NFTs. Like don't try to sell me an NFT. You know. Like I'm not a fucking idiot. Right? But Bitcoin, I've never felt like I have enough money to invest in it. That's my thing with Bitcoin because it's so high. And then I'm always thinking like I missed out. I'm always thinking I missed out on Bitcoin. I know what people will tell you that in Bitcoin. Well, buy now because it's low as it's ever been. Spread quarters. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Deb?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, so you was talking about Vulcan retiring and whatnot. That made me wonder. Did you hear about the interview with what's his name, Tony Ferguson? Said fuck retiring, and then Dana White got back to it and said we're gonna have to have a long talk.
Yeah, you know how Tony is. He don't even like remember losing. Tony said one fight, not this last one. He said the 2 fights before that he went and fought a bear to train and was dead ass serious about it. He said he fought a bear.
look up his record. He ain't. I looked up last night. He hasn't won since June 2019. 5 years and all.
Hey, that was a fire run he had though up until that right there though. That was like
you know. I mean, you from down here now. You remember what happened? He was on Ultimate Fighter. He was talking about Charlie Rader's, I think, mom or something like that. So they were doing a petition to try and get him off of there because he was all disrespecting New Orleans and stuff like that when he was on Ultimate Fighter.
Wait, I don't remember that. And the one with Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, because Charlie Rader, if you ever heard Charlie Superstar Rader, he's from Chalmette. He was staying in Chalmette. He moved like by St. Tommy or something like that, and he got eliminated the first match.
Okay, I remember him now. Yeah, I didn't know he was from Chalmette.
Yeah, so Charlie Rader was from Chalmette, and Tony Ferguson was talking about his mom or something like that and all, and they were throwing out a petition. I was like back in, I think, like 2012 or something like that when it was going out to the player. But yeah, they were doing a petition and everything, and Charlie Rader was like, I need all Chalmette behind me and stuff like that. So they were doing all this kind of crazy petition crap. So all Chalmette, all of New Orleans pretty much hated Tony Ferguson and stuff like that and all. But yeah, he was on out there fighting and stuff to that nature and all. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson has I'm so certain that Tony Ferguson has no chance of winning a fight again. So like he should, man. He's a legend. He should retire, but he's not gonna, bro. He's wild.
I'm surprised he can actually walk. I mean, I think he's on a 6. Dana White says if you lose 3 matches, you're gone from UFC. He's on a 6 match losing streak right now.
He's given an exception for a few people. Obviously, Tony Ferguson would be one of them. Dude, Tony Ferguson is on a 7-fight losing streak right now.
Oh, 7?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It started with Gaethje, which was a KO, and then Charles Oliveira decision loss, Beneil Dariush, and he's fought some dogs. Beneil Dariush decision loss, Michael Chandler KO, you remember that one.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz, he lost via submission. Bobby Green, he lost via submission. Bobby Green barely even submits people. And then Paddy Pimblett, he lost recently.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't even believe he was. I think Paddy's like half his age or something like that. No, he was going after him and stuff of that nature and all. Oh, you know what I wanted to tell you, too? I don't know if you heard about that bomb thread in Lakeside Shopping Center, but your name got mentioned up in there because the dude's like a prankster, which I can't find his channel or whatever now, but he was a prankster. It happened last Sunday. He did a bomb thread or whatever and all, and, there's not many people on YouTube that's representing New Orleans and all, and they said, why can't they have more positive YouTubers like Holden Mayo and stuff like that? Everybody was mentioning that when they was mentioning, dude's name is Joshua Jones, I think his name is, like 37, and he's facing like 2 felony charges for like a bomb threat in Lakeside Mall.
And he mentioned my name? He mentioned my name?
Not him, but other people God. When they mentioned it. Well, no, he didn't put you on the spot. No, when they had other people talking about that event, it's like, why can't more people be more positive, like Holden Mayo that's representing New Orleans on YouTube and stuff? Because this dude supposedly did a prank in Lakeside Mall, and it was for YouTube, a prank or whatever and all. And they said, why can't more people be like? It was just normal people, on Twitter posts and YouTube. They were saying like, why can't more people do positive?
Well, that's
things
the thing.
Like
TikTok people, man, they love like the people on TikTok and YouTube. Like there's a certain niche of audience, like they love that prank shit, bro. Oh, dude, like I saw a video today. Dude was running around RKOing everybody in Brooklyn. I'm like, dude, you could never do this. Like if you went and diamond cutted somebody like that in public just randomly, like you're gonna die down here. Straight up.
They had that wrestling event that was in Esplanade Mall when they did like the RKO or whatever from the second story. I forget what wrestling event that was, like 4 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
He jumped off the second floor of Esplanade Mall into the ring and shit.
Yeah, that was Wildcat. That was Wildcat wrestling. I remember that shit. That shit was epic.
Oh, that was Wildcat? Yeah. One of them crazy ones and stuff like
Yeah, RKO the blonde dude. Somebody knows what video I'm talking about. Staten. Hey, somebody, this dude RKO the blind guy in Brooklyn. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, the dude was blind? Holy shit.
Yeah, they were like handicapped people and shit. I was like, dude, the internet's crazy, bro.
And anything for some shock value, that's what I'm saying. And the other thing I was going to bring up to you, you was talking about John Jones. You seen what he They got a Mexico UFC event, and where's John Jones at? Over there on PFL talking about Francis Ngannou and shit. I cannot believe the privileges he gets and shit. They got a UFC event, but he's over in Saudi Arabia with the PFL Bellator event talking about what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see me face Francis Ngannou? I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Why are you not in Mexico?
Yeah, but you know what? John Jones is so calculated. So, like, he'll look at a guy and he'll be like, hey, I can submit this guy, so I'll take him on. See, and he knows even Francis Ngannou, who is a tank, he knows that if he got Francis Ngannou to the ground, John Jones is an expert on the ground when it comes to putting somebody in submission, whatever. And that's how he looks at it. That's why he fought Cyril Gane, because he knew. He knew right away that he'd be able to take care of Cyril Gane, no problem. Why do you think he wants to fight Stipe? Same thing. He's going to get him on the ground. He's going to tap him out. This is John Jones, bro. He don't want to fight Aspinall because he can't do that to Aspinall.
They're probably going to both retire after that match. Whenever that match supposed to happen and all, probably at the end of next year, something like that. No, it's probably never going to. I don't know who's going to fight first, Jones or Conor. I don't know which one of those is actually going to show up in the ring. And Conor don't need the money. Jones is always, trying to stay away from everybody and stuff of that nature and all. So I don't know which one's going to show up in the cage next time and all, because everybody keeps wanting Conor. And you were talking about Michael Chandler on WWE and all. It's like crazy. Like Conor don't need the money. He's not showing up over there. He don't care what anybody can talk about Conor. I'm surprised you didn't go to the No Surrender to Bayou Blast, huh?
Wait, to do what?
TNA event. There was TNA pay-per-view over there.
No, I didn't go to that one because I'm just, like, to me, AEW had more star power there. And we tried to get in touch with some TNA dudes, and they wanted to give us Moose and some other guy, and they only wanted to give us 15 minutes. I was like, dude, see y'all later. Like, come on, bro. I just did an hour and a half with Ricky Starks and sat front row at AEW and had AEW promoters inboxing me after the event saying, hey, we're going to hit you up every time we come down here because we love the videos. So, and TNA's like, oh, we can only give you 15 minutes with some guy, respectfully, named Moose. Who the fuck is that? Like, get out of here.
Dude, I'm like one of the biggest wrestling fans, and I don't know 50% of the roster. The only two people I can tell you in TNA is Jordan Graves because she was in the Royal Rumble, and what's his face, Nick Nemeth.
Yeah, because he's Dolph Ziggler. Yeah.
He wasn't even on the pay-per-view because he didn't.
Check this out. Check this out. We hit up Tommy Dreamer. I got my boy Joe Show, who I get to hit up everybody. We hit up Tommy Dreamer, and Tommy Dreamer responded. He responded right away. He goes, man, if I wasn't on a deal right now with some network or something like that, I would do it in a heartbeat. Really nice guy. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't want Moose. Who the hell is Moose?
I'm surprised you haven't interviewed Tyrus yet. He lives right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Somebody told me that Neuty's parents, Neuty The Nutria, his parents told me that that Tyrus. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah. All right, dude. Let me go. I gotta go. All right, brother. Take care. Later. My bad. The line been on too long, good talk, bro. See, and that's the thing. I'll talk wrestling and all that shit forever. Do me a favor, like the stream, man. If you just joined, like the stream, like the YouTube stream, subscribe to Hold the Mayo on YouTube. I'm Hold the Mayo on all platforms, X, Insta, Facebook, fucking TikTok. But I put all my content on the other ones. TikTok, I just put the red bean thing on now. I don't know what to do with them people. Spread quarters.
Devin, got two questions for you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Saw a guy took a picture with Ricky Williams at a pot shot somewhere. That had me thinking, you're a little younger than I am, but I don't really remember the Saints back then. I wasn't really super into it. So, what was the vibe with Ricky Williams? Do we like Ricky? Does Ricky like us?
All right, I'll give you the vibe right away. So the vibe when we had drafted him and gave up all of our picks, it was a peak vibe. It was a Reggie Bush getting drafted type vibe. It was the first really good feeling that I ever recall from the Saints. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were excited about Danny Werfel, but we were really excited about Ricky Williams, and it was like a rejuvenation of the franchise, but it never quite it was just like, oh yeah, he got 1,000 yards on a dot maybe, and do Saints fans see him as like a
like he didn't pan out, or is it like a man? I wish he would have worked out here.
As a Saint, he didn't pan out, but as soon as he don't get me wrong, Ricky Williams ran hard as a Saint. It just didn't correlate to all the hype. Some would say that Reggie Bush kind of had the same effect, but I always disagree with the Reggie Bush one because Reggie Bush still scored a lot. He scored a lot of touchdowns. He had a lot of big plays, and his rookie year was easily his best year. He had 10 touchdowns that year, and also, went on the Chicago Bears play in the playoffs, pointing at Urlacher and Briggs. Reggie against the Vikings when he almost took back 3 punts. Reggie against Arizona the year that we went to the Super Bowl. Reggie had a lot of memorable games. Ricky Williams, and I'm a dude that way I remember stuff when I was a young kid, right? And I don't really Ricky Williams had one game where I think he scored the walk-off touchdown, but it was right at the goal line. But there wasn't a lot of Ricky moments. And here's the big thing. We wound up drafting Deuce not too long after we drafted Ricky. I think it was maybe 1 or 2 years after we drafted Ricky. But we all know the story now. The story was Ricky Williams did not like living in New Orleans. And he was living in a place that had a little small window, could barely even see.
And he had severe social anxiety too, right?
Just from being in New Orleans. From being in New Orleans because he didn't like it, dude. He didn't like to be here, and there was a lot of superstardom that came with coming, a lot of pressure, and that dude, come on, man, he walked away from the NFL because he wanted to smoke pot. That's who Ricky is, and I don't judge him for that because guess what? I've walked away from a lot of stuff because I wanted to smoke pot. It just wasn't, I didn't have an NFL career to where, so, but when he went to Miami. So when Ricky Williams left the Saints and went to Miami, oh, my God, Ricky Williams was going off.
Well, that's a tale as old as time, a guy leaving the Saints and going off at the next stop that he's at. My second question, what's happened to Brandon Moreno?
Just everything that happens to UFC fighters that are great for a long time.
He was I thought he was the guy at that weight class, and when he took the belt from Figueiredo. But man, he just
but when you fight that level of competition for so long, think about it, bro. He fought Figueiredo 4 times. 4 times he fought Figueiredo.
All those dudes in that weight class fought each other. It seems like there's only three or four dudes in that weight class.
Yeah, he's fought Royval twice. He's fought what's his name? The other one,
Fantasia.
Yeah, he's fought all these guys several times. So. Yeah, dude, you fight in high level. That's not a big division, as in they don't have a lot of guys. So yeah, they fight in a lot of the same dudes, and they all really good, pretty much.
Yeah, I like watching him fight, and man, watching him get beat last night, I was I think he's out.
Yeah, I think he's just took a step back. Talking about Moreno, I think he just took a step back. It is what it is. It happens, bro, especially when you're on top.
Yeah, hold it.
Hold it. Oh, the O'Malley card's going to be nuts. $299 and $300, both. $299 is the best card I've seen in a very long time. UFC $299. Was Dusty Rhodes Creole? He was from Louisiana. I don't think Dusty Rhodes was from Louisiana. I feel like I would know that, but he's born in Austin, Texas. So, spread quarters.
Devin.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Not a lot. Just hanging out.
I got a mission for you. Rocky and Carlos, y'all were talking about them?
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck happened to that veal?
Oh, they ain't got veal no more?
Bro, I went and ate there. Tasted like fucking potted meat. I asked the fucking waitress, what's going on with the veal? Y'all changed it. She says, oh, no, they probably didn't beat it enough. What?
Well, you got to beat the veal. You got to beat the meat.
Well, it tastes like fucking, I'm telling you, bro, can you check it out for me?
I definitely will. No, this is major. I will. I know some people.
Dude, I cannot believe, if they changed that veal, like I said, it wasn't the same as before. I grew up down there, on the North Shore now. But
do you think? Hold on. Can we stop right there? Can we stop the bus right there? Do you think that your taste buds, now that you've moved to the North Shore, or they expect a lot more? You see what I'm saying? Because that's a problem that happens with the North Shore. Because you start pissing wine out. You know, everything's good over there.
No, I mean, I'm telling you, this shit was so mushy. I was like, what the I couldn't believe it. It broke my heart, bro. It broke my heart, man.
I'm going to check into it, brother. I'm going to check into it.
Please, I'll be watching, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Okay, man.
I've never had a bad experience at Rockies. Now more than ever, with the internet, you hear a lot more people like be trying to throw shade at Rockies, saying it's overrated and blah, blah, blah. Dude, I've never had a bad experience on day one or day two when I pull it out the refrigerator, motherfucker, and go heat it up again. Never had a bad experience at Rockies and Carlos. Just too many good times, too many nostalgic times there. You know, Mardi Gras, we were eating Rockies and Carlos. You know, it's just, I've never had a bad time there, dude. Hey, HTM Live, this show is on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. So whatever platform you listen on, just don't forget about the other one in case you need it. I do have a little bit of merch. I saw somebody in the chat asking about new merch. Yes, because I'm making the Respect Your Body Light beer, and we trying with a beta, and we trying to get it out for April. And with that beer is gonna come merch. So Respect Your Body merch. So just a little process. I'll probably restock my original All Being All Day. Look at this motherfucker navy blue pocket shirt. Just in the meantime, I'll restock that. But then I'm gonna roll out the whole Respect Your Body line. We rolling out the Respect Your Body Light beer with a beta, all for the summer. Hopefully by April. It's gonna be a Respect Your Body summer. Jazz Fest merch? No, I don't make merch that like is of like another brand, event, player, person. I'm just not that dude. I think I tried maybe one time in 2019 to do something like that, and I'm just not that dude. I just do HTM stuff, and like All Being All Day, Respect Your Body, and that's what I do with that. If you hate on Rockies, we can't be friends. Yeah, I never understood it. Yeah, dude, the Respect Your Body Light is going to be awesome, and it's also going to be in 16-ounce cans, which this is an example. So this is a Berry High from Ounce of Hope. You can get these at ounceofhope.com. That's a THC seltzer, but my beer is going to be in a can pretty much the same size as this with a beta, and it'll be the Respect Your Body Light. I'm thinking we're going to throw like a little slither of, little hint of blueberry in that motherfucker. And then, just roll with it, man. But it's starting in 16-ounce cans. It's how you got to start in a beer game. You got to start in 16-ounce cans. Hopefully, it does well enough, which is why I'm doing the Respect Your Body Lights, because, like, I want these beers to get smashed. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it does well enough to where we can get it, like, in 6-packs and all that other shit. But anyway, it's something to look forward to. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to Rob's AC and Heating. Remember, if you're doing anything as far as AC, heat, and electrical, if you need a generator, Rob's got them. He's got Honeywell generators for this hurricane season. Get your house right to where you're not sitting in the dark with a wet ass. That sounds miserable. Hit up Rob, 504-348-7128, robsad.com. Shout out Ounce of Hope with the Berry High THC Seltzer. You can scan the code if you're watching on YouTube. To go check that out, or you can go to ounceofhope.com. I got those links in the description. They got a bunch of products, dude. Tons of products, and they can send everything to your house. And then shout out Blue Plate. Remember, don't support tourist Mayo. Support local Mayo. Support Blue Plate. Also, crawfish season, so they got the spicy mayo. So if you're thinking about spicy mayo, go hit up Blue Plate. The HTM Abita going to be a THC seltzer? No. You misheard that. But this is a THC. See, this is why I don't ever mix the two. But definitely go back and listen to what I said, because that's not what's going on. but I appreciate it. Respect your body, lights, beer, the summer. Yeah, dude. It's going to fit right. It's going to make sense. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Have a great fucking week.